So now you can check the chapter wise splitting, how many marks from how many marks are coming from one chapter. So in this NEET 23 year question paper, so some basic concept chemistry one question is, and structure of atom one question, and this year periodic table is given 3 questions, more questions is given, and chemical bonding as usual 4 questions, and states of matter and liquids, gaseous state 1 question, and thermodynamics 1 question, and the equilibrium is given 3 questions. Coming the 3 questions, on redox reaction 1 question, hydrogen 1 question, and S black element 1 question, and P black in first year P black no questions, 0 questions. Then organic chemistry some basic principles and techniques is given 2 questions, and hydrocarbons is given 2 questions, and environmental chemistry 1 question. So this is the first year split. Next second year, so from solid state 1 question, from solutions 2 questions, from electrochemistry 1 question, and chemical kinetics 2 questions, surface chemistry 1 question, and metallurgy 1 question. Here P block is given 3 questions. In first year P block no questions, now it is the 3 questions, and D and F black is the 2 questions. D and F black is the 2 questions. And the next slide, so remaining chapters also will check. So coordination compounds 3 questions came, and haloalkanes and haloarenes 1 question, and alcohols, phenols, ethers 2 questions, and aldehydes, ketones 2 questions, right? Amines 1 question, and biomolecules 2 question, polymers 1 question, and chemistry in everyday life 3 questions. So this is the splitting for this year question paper. So overall 12th standard 22, and it is 28. 100%. So in that first year 44%, second year 56% is given. So this year questions. And next we observe the organic, inorganic, and physical, and easy, difficult, and medium wise we will check that. So first organic. So 11th 1 question for easy way. In easy 11th easy organic 1 question, and 11th 4 questions is given, and medium 3 questions, and difficult 11th is not there, and 12th is only 1 question. So overall questions are first year organic 4, second year organic 8. First year organic 4, second year organic 8. Okay, it is for section A. And then inorganic if you check means first 5 questions easy, and 3 questions medium, and 2 questions difficult. Then 12th portion it is a 2, 1, and 0. So overall 10 question is from 11th, and 12th part is 3 questions. And if coming to physical, so 2 is for 11th for easy one, and 1 is for the medium, and 1 question is for the difficult level. Total 4 questions is the physical part of first year physical part. So first year physical part 4 questions. In that 4 questions, so 2 is easy, and 1 is medium, and 1 is difficult. So if we come to 12th part, total 6 questions is given by, and out of 6 questions 2 questions are easy, 4 questions are medium, and difficult level is 0. So total, so 35 questions. In that out of 35 questions 16 questions are easy, 16 questions are easy, and 15 is medium, and 4 is difficult. 4 is difficult levels. And coming to 15 questions, choice type questions, part B question. So for 11th easy is not there, so they are giving the difficult problems only. So medium 1 question, difficulty 1 question, overall 2 questions is given. Overall 2 questions, in that 1 is medium, 1 is difficult for 11th organic. For 12th organic 4 questions, 2 is medium, and 2 is difficult. 2 is medium, and 2 is difficulty level. On inorganic, so 0 questions in part B, and 12th 4 questions is there. In that out of 4 questions 1 is easy, 2 is medium, and 1 is difficult. Coming to physical part, total 3 questions is given from 11th. So 1 question is easy, 2 questions are medium, 0 is the difficulty level. And 12th questions you can check it, 12th question. So here I think by mistake 0, it is the 2. Overall 2 questions is given, overall 2 questions. So 2 is the easy questions only. So overall 15 questions. In that 4 is easy, 7 is medium, and 4 is the difficulty level questions. Okay. So this is the splitting for this year NEET question paper, chapter wise and easy, medium, and difficulty level. So first this is the question. So adjustion reason type question it is there. So it is first adjustion you can read. So metallic sodium dissolves in liquid ammonia giving a deep blue solution which is paramagnetic. So first metallic sodium dissolves in liquid means what happened? So metallic sodium dissolves in liquid ammonia. So it will change like this. So metallic sodium dissolves in liquid ammonia, it will form this is ammoniated electron. Ammoniated electron is formed. Ammoniated electron. Meaning all first alkali metals reacts with alkali metals dissolve in liquid ammonia. So this alkali metal donate electron to the solution. So this solution will give the color, that is deep blue color solution. So this deep blue color solution is because of these alkali metals will donate one electron, will release one electron to the solution. So it will form the ammoniated electron, it will give the color. So reason you can check it. So the deep blue color solution is due to formation of amide. So here amide formation is not there. So because of amide it won't form. Because of the alkali metals release the electron to the solution, then color will form. So assertion is true and reason is incorrect. Reason is false. Reason is false. This color is because of the electron. In the solution electron is there, that is the reason. So amide formation is not correct. So assertion is true, reason is false. So we'll move to the next question. So in this next question, so the conductivity of centimolar solution of KCl at 25 degrees is 0.02010 ohm inverse, centimeters inverse, and resistance is given 25 degrees at 60 ohms. The value of cell constant is asking. So first you have to relation. So first of all, what is the resistance? Resistance is equal to, so what is the resistance? So resistance is the property of substance to obstruct the flow of electric current. So it is the property of substance to obstruct the flow of electric, that is called resistance. So resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So R is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So if remove this proportionality constant, you can give this is rho L by A. So rho is equal to A into R by L. A into R by L. So this is resistivity. It is resistance, it is the resistivity. Now conductivity. Conductivity K is equal to 1 by resistivity. Inversely proportional. Conductivity is inversely proportional. So this resistivity you can substitute here 1 by A R by L. So this one you can change like this, 1 by R into L by A. So this L by A is the cell constant. So finally what formula I have to use? Conductivity, here I will write conductivity K is equal to 1 by R into L by A. So this L by A is the cell constant. So in the question, conductivity value is given 0.0210. So you can substitute K value 0.0210 is equal to, so 1 by resistance value is 60 ohm, 60 is given, then L by A is the cell constant. So if you take this 60 this side, so answer it will come as a 1.26 centimeter inverse. Means this ohm inverse and this ohm will cancel each other, so it will give the centimeter inverse. So this is the formula. Conductivity is equal to, main formula this one. So conductivity is equal to 1 by R into L by A. So this L by A is the cell constant. So derivation already, now we check what is the derivation for this one. So conductivity is given 0.20, directly you can substitute 0.2010 here, and R value you can substitute 60, then you can calculate the cell constant for L by A. So now the answer is 1.26 centimeter inverse. Good chemical kinetics question mark, can check it now. So for a certain reaction, rate is given. So rate is equal to K. So molar concentration of reaction A square and B is given. So now the initial concentration of A is tripled. Initial concentration of A is tripled. So R1 is equal to K. So initial concentration A is tripled. So 3A I will write. 3A square over B. So now we can solve this one. K is equal to 9, then A square and B. So now simply I write 9K A square and B. So this value is R. So I will substitute this in 9R. So R1 is equal to 9R. So initial concentration is increased to 3 times. Initial concentration of A is tripled, keeping on the concentration of B is constant. So only A is tripled. So A becomes to 3A. Then 3 square 9. So 9 you can just friend 9K A square B. So this K A power 2 and B is R. So R1 is equal to 9R. It is how many times? 9 times. So increase by a factor of 9 times. So if you increase the molar concentration 3 times, so the rate increases by the 9 times. So like this. Good. Next we will move to the next question. So we will come to the organic. So as if you observe this one, so it is a Clemmensen reduction. It is the Clemmensen reduction. With the Clemmensen reduction. So what is the Clemmensen reduction? So Clemmensen reduction means, see, so if you take this carbonyl compound, this one, so if it reacts with this zinc and mercury in presence of concentrated HCl, so then this thing it will release the hydrogens. It will release the hydrogen. So then here bond will broken. So this side H2 will come. Here also H2 will come. So it converts like this. CH2 plus this thing H2. So carbonyl compound convert into CH2 plus H2. So if you observe this question, so here 2 groups it is there. 2 CO groups is there. So these 2 CO groups, here it is eliminated like H2, here also H2. So it will 2 water molecules are eliminated. Then here it will come CH2 and here also CH2. So then these 2 position CH2 will come. So we will observe the option, fourth one. Fourth option you can check it. So fourth option you can check it. So here CH2 will form, CH2 will form. So initially here what it is there? Double bond O carbon. So it is changed into CH2 groups. It is the Clemmensen reduction. What is the Clemmensen reduction? So one more time I will explain. So this CO group reacts with this zinc mercury in presence of constant HCl. So like this, it will release the hydrogen. So two hydrogens with O, and here in two hydrogens it will form. So it converts into like this CH2. So here two O groups it is there. Two O groups it is there. So these two O groups convert into CH2 groups. So this is the answer. So fourth option is the correct one. So it is a Clemmensen reduction. So next we move on to next question. So which one is an example of heterogeneous catalysis? Which one is an example of heterogeneous catalysis? First of all, what is the homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysis? So reactants, products and catalysts are in same phase. For example, reactants are gases and catalyst is also gas, and product also in gaseous phase, means it is called homogeneous catalysis. And reactants, products and catalysts are in not same phase, it is called heterogeneous catalysis. So he is giving some examples, we will check that one. So first one, hydrolysis of sugar catalyzed by H plus ions. So first I will write the sugar formula. C12H22O11. Hydrolysis means in presence of water in acid catalyzer H plus. So it converts it like this: C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. So all, if you observe, this is the aqueous state, this is also in aqueous state, so this is also in aqueous state, this is also in aqueous state, and this is also in aqueous state. So reactants, catalyst and products all are in same phase. So it is a homogeneous catalysis. So hydrolysis of sugar catalyzed by H plus ions, it is the homogeneous catalysis. Why? Reactants, products and catalyst are in same phase. But in the question asking heterogeneous catalysis, which one is an example of heterogeneous catalysis? So this is not a heterogeneous catalysis, it is the homogeneous catalysis. Second one, you can check decomposition of ozone is presence of nitrogen monoxide. Decomposition of ozone. So decomposition of ozone 2O3 in presence of nitrogen monoxide NO. So it will give 3O2. So it is in gaseous state. This is also gas. This is also gas. So reactant, product, and catalyst all are in same phase. So it is the homogeneous catalysis. So it is not correct answer. So coming to third one, check it. What is the third one? Combination between the dinitrogen and dihydrogen to form ammonia in the presence of finely divided ion. So if we write that equation, dinitrogen N2 plus dihydrogen in presence of finely divided ion, it will form the 2NH3 ammonia. See, so if it is a gaseous state, it is also a gaseous state and it is also gaseous state. It is a liquid state. Sorry. So it is a solid state. So reactants in catalyst in the solid state. So reactions gaseous state. So it is not a homogeneous catalysis. It is heterogeneous catalysis. So reactants in gaseous state, catalyst is in solid state. Different phase existing. So third one is the correct answer. So next question you can check helium is used to dilute oxygen in diving apparatus. Yes, correct. So helium gas is diluted with nitrogen as well as oxygen gas in diving apparatus for scuba divers. Why? Because helium gas less soluble in the blood. Solubility of blood is very less. So to decrease that problem bends, so they are using the helium gas. They are diluted with the helium gas. So the tanks are filled with the helium because helium gas is less soluble in the blood. So helium is used to dilute oxygen in diving apparatus. Yes, assertion is correct. Assertion is correct. Reason, helium has high solubility in O2. Helium is high solubility in O2. No, helium is less soluble in the blood. Helium is the less soluble in the blood. That's why they are using in the diving apparatus. So assertion is true, reason is the false. So option 2 is correct. Assertion is true, but R is false. So among the following, the total number of species not having 8 electrons around the central metal atom in its outermost shell. So 8 electrons means noble gas configuration. Lewis structure. First we write the Lewis structure for ammonia. So ammonia, central metal atom. So this ammonia having 5 valence electrons. So I will represent the 5 valence electrons. So it is surrounded by 3 hydrogens. So 1 hydrogen, 1 electron, 1 more hydrogen, 1 electron, and 1 more hydrogen, 1 electron. This. So between these two bond is formed, between these two bond is formed, between these two bond is formed. Right? So now how many electrons is the nitrogen? So it is mutually shared by all electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ammonia molecule, nitrogen having 8 electrons in the. So among the following, the total number of species not having 8 electrons. So ammonia having 8 electrons. So this one you can leave it. Coming to AlCl3, you can write AlCl3, aluminum chloride. So aluminum, it is a third group, I mean a 3A group. So aluminum valence is 3. Now it is surrounded by 3 chlorines, 1, 2 and 3. So this is mutually shared like this. Now how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons there. Aluminum is surrounded by only 6 electrons. Aluminum is surrounded by only 3 chlorine atom and it is having only 6 electrons. It is not an octet species. It is not a octet. It is not having 8 electrons. Aluminum chloride not having 8 electrons. Coming to beryllium chloride. So beryllium is second group. So it is having 2 valence electrons. So it is surrounded by the 2 chlorine. So like this, it will mutually sharing. So then beryllium having 4 electrons. Beryllium having only 4 electrons. So it is also not followed octet rule, not having 8 electrons. Coming to CCl4. So carbon fourth group. So it is having 4 valence electrons. So it is surrounded by the 4 chlorines like this. You can write 4 chlorines. So each chlorine, it is mutually shared by all. So then this carbon having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is having 8 electrons. It is having 8 electrons. Next PCl5. So phosphorus. You can write a phosphorus. So phosphorus having 5 valence electrons, you can take phosphorus. So with chlorines, how many chlorines? 5, PCl5. So with this chlorine 1 electron, this chlorine 1 electron, and this chlorine 1 electron, and this chlorine 1 electron, and this chlorine 1 electron. So overall, so you can check it. So total 10 electrons, hypervalent. Here deficient, here more hypervalent. So PCl5 having 10 electrons, it is more than octet, and BCl4 having only 4 electrons, less than octet, and aluminum AlCl3 having 6 electrons, this is also less number, octet. So in this question, among the following, the total number of species not having 8 electrons, So aluminum chloride not having 8 electrons, beryllium chloride not having 8 electrons, and PCl5 not having 8 electrons. So total 3. So 3 is the answer. 8 electrons means octet configuration. Octet configuration. So ammonia exhibit the octet configuration and carbon tetrachloride CCl4 exhibit the octet configuration. Remaining 3 it won't exhibit. So the correct representation of molecular orbitals of N2 molecule, molecular orbital theory. So it is direct question. So 14 less than 4 electron system. First, what is the energy order? Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, then pi 2px, pi 2py, then sigma 2pz, sigma 2pz, then pi star 2px, pi star 2py, and pi star 2pz. So this is the order for filling of nitrogen. So 14 electrons below the 14 electrons. 14 and less than 14 electron system order. Direct question, direct NCR textbook, direct question, easy question. So this is the order for the filling MOT, molecular orbital theory. 14 are equal or less than 14 system. Fourth one is the correct answer. So next we will move on to next question. So coke, carbon. Coke means generally it is a carbon. So coke is a good reducing agent. You can check it. Any option is there good reducing agent? Yes. This one used as a reducing agent. So coke for 3. Then diamond you can observe it. So diamond is carbon atoms are in sp3 hybridization. Carbon atoms are in sp3 hybridization. So for A 3, B 1. Then fluorines, this one you can check means it is a gauge-like molecules. It is a gauge-like structure molecules. So C for 4. C option you can check for. So you can check the options. Yes. Second option is the correct. So A is 3, B is 1, C is 4, and D is 2. So graphite is using as the lubricant, dry lubricant. So easy question, direct question. Next we will move on to next question. The number of sigma bonds and pi bonds and lone pairs of electrons in pyridine respectively. So first pyridine. So pyridine C5 H5 N is the structure of pyridine. So you can write the structure means it is looking like a benzene. One place of a carbon, one nitrogen it will be there. Then double bond. So all sides with hydrogen, 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 and hydrogen. So now number of sigma bonds. So number of sigma bonds you can count. So this is 1, 3, 4, and 5. So with 5 hydrogens, 5 sigma bonds and 1 sigma bond, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So total sigma bonds are 11. Sigma bonds are 11. Now pi bonds you can check. So only 3 pi bonds is there. Double bonds, only 3 pi bonds. So pi bonds are 3. So how many lone pairs it is? Check it. So nitrogen, already I said nitrogen valency is 5. So 1 electron with this side, 1 electron with this bond, and 1 electron with this bond. So total 3 electrons are involved in the bonding. So remaining 2 electrons are 1 lone pair. So it is having 1 lone pair. 1 lone pair. So total pyridine having 11 sigma bonds, 3 pi bonds, and 1 lone pair. The element expected to form the largest ion to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration is. So first you can write the element. So nitrogen, then I will write the oxygen, then fluorine, then sodium. For all these elements, so what is the nearest noble gas? So 7, 8, 9, 11. So 10 is the neon. So neon is the nearest noble gas. Neon is the nearest noble gas. So to achieve this nearest noble gas, how it will form nearest noble gas? So nitrogen converted into neon means it will take 3 electrons, n minus 3. Now it will become into 10 electrons. Neon having 10 electrons. Then oxygen to normal 8 electrons. If it will take the 2 electrons means it convert into 10 electron system. Then fluorine 1, sodium having 11 electrons. If it is loss of 1 electron means it will become 10 electrons. So now n minus 3, O minus 2, F minus 1 and Na plus, these all are achieving the nearest noble gas configuration. So after forming the nearest noble gas configuration, what is the size they ask? So these all are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species meaning all are having same number of electrons. All species are having same number of electrons. Same number of electrons. So in isoelectronic species, negative charge is more means that is the more size. So here minus 3 charge. So nitrogen is having the more size. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so these species nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and sodium first convert into the nearest noble gas means neon. So nitrogen will take the 3 electrons to get 10 electrons. Oxygen will take the 2 electrons and fluorine 1 and sodium will release the 1 electron. So after forming this, it is the isoelectronic species. In the isoelectronic species, so negative charge is more means is the more size. So it is the largest ion. So nitrogen is the largest ion. Very good. So next question. So a reaction can have 0 activation energy. So assertion is false. So without activation energy, reaction won't proceed. Compulsory activation energy is required. So assertion is false. Coming to reason, the minimum extra amount of energy is absorbed by the reactant molecules. So their energy becomes equal to threshold value is called activation energy. So if you take the diagram like this, if you observe, so reactant molecules take the and like this it will form. So this reaction molecules initially having some energy, then it absorb energy and it will go to the high energy level, activation energy. So this is the threshold energy. So this is correct. The minimum energy absorbed by the reactant molecules, so that their energy becomes equal to threshold energy and its activation energy, and that value is called activation energy. So this is the threshold energy, activation energy, right? So assertion is false, incorrect, reason is true. So option 3 is assertion is false, reason is true. Very good. So next we'll go to the next question. So alcohol reacts with HBr. So it is proceeded by the carbocation mechanism. So carbocation. So first normally what we are expecting the product, I'll check. So CH3, CH. So this OH is eliminated, so it will form the carbocation and CH3. So then HBr, so bromide will attack on this one, so it will form the CH3, then CHBr, then CH3. Normally we are expected like this. But what is the answer here? Yes, second one is the answer. But this is wrong. So here formed carbocation is a secondary carbocation. So this secondary carbocation rearranged to tertiary carbocation through 1,2 hydride shift. 1,2 hydride shift. Meaning see here. So it is the first, it is the second carbon. So now this carbocation comes here. This hydrogen shift to this side. So then it will become a tertiary carbocation. Then it will become tertiary carbocation, right? CH3, Downside you can write CH3. So now this hydrogen will shift to this side and this plus charge it will come in this side. So it will get positive charge and this CH2 and then CH3. Now this is tertiary carbocation. So tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary carbocation. So rearrangement of carbocation. Then bromine will attack on this position. Bromine will attack on this position. So this is the correct answer. Actually we expected second one normally, but fourth one is due to rearrangement of carbocations. So tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary carbocation. So secondary carbocation 1, 2 hydrate shift converted into tertiary carbocation. So move on to next question. So in equation delta G is equal to minus N of E cell, the value of delta G depends upon the N. So N means number of electrons transferred in the cell reaction. Number of electrons transferred in the cell. So it is correct. Assertion is correct. Why? So it is depends upon the N value. Number of electrons depends upon the cell. It will depends upon the delta G. And direct property is given. E cell is intensive property and delta G is extensive property. So assertion is both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of A. Reason is the correct explanation of A. So N means number of electrons transferred in the cell reaction. Right? So next we will move on to next question. So Boyle's law. So first of all, what is the Boyle's law? Boyle's law means pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So according to ideal gas equation, PV is equal to N0. PV is equal to N0. So now pressure if you increase, then temperature also increases. If you increase the pressure, temperature also increases. So P increases means temperature also increases. So now if you draw the graph between pressure and 1 by V, that is all enough for Boyle's law equation. P versus 1 by V. P versus 1 by V. So here it is given T3, it is T2, it is T1. So if pressure increases, temperature also increases. Pressure increases, temperature also increases. So T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. So this is the correct option. So option 1 is the correct from the ideal gas equation and Boyle's law. In Lessington's extract of an organic compound, both nitrogen and sulfur are present, which gives blood red color with Fe+3 due to the formation of C. So nitrogen and sulfur both it is present means it will give the thiocyanide. It will give the thiocyanide. So this thiocyanide reacts Fe+3. Fe+3 it will give the red blood color formation. So Fe+3 reacts with SCN minus. So it will convert into FeSCN2+. It will give the red blood color solution. So only Fe+3 is asking the question. So here it is only Fe+3. This formula, this is only Fe+3, this option only. So you can go to this option. Next question. Identify the product in the following reaction. Identify the product in the following reaction. So first, benzene diazonium chloride, BDC is given. Benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. So now it's with Cu2Br2 by HBr. Cu2Br2 by HBr. So first what happened? This one Cu2Br by HBr2. Cu2Br2 by HBr means Sandmeyer's reaction. So in that bromide will attack on this one. So in place of N2, Br will form. In place of N2, Br will form. Right? Phenyl bromide will form. Then it's react with magnesium in presence of dry ether. Magnesium in presence of dry ether, second option. So then it will give the MgBr, magnesium bromide. So in hydrolysis, so it will give the hydrogen and MgBr. Simple. So first benzene diazonium chloride convert into bromide, phenyl bromide, like this it will form. It is Sandmeyer reaction. Aryl halide preparation method. So after forming the aryl halide in the presence of magnesium and dry ether, so it will form like this. MgBr will form. MgBr will form. Each on hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means like this. Like this you can. MgBr OH it will form. Hydrogen will come this. So it will form the H. So the correct option is benzene. Correct option is benzene. So next we move on to next question. So select the correct statement from the following. So first statement, atoms of all elements are composed of two fundamental particles. So two fundamental particles, it is wrong. It is three fundamental particles. It is electron, proton and neutron. So this statement is incorrect. This statement is incorrect. They are asking the only correct statements. So second statement you can read, the mass of the electron is 9.10 into 10 power 31 per kg. Yes, it is the correct option. B is the correct option. Next, all the isotopes have given element shows same chemical properties. Yes, it is also correct option. And protons and electrons are collectively known as nucleons. It is wrong. Protons and neutrons is the nucleon, not electrons. So it is also wrong one. So then E option, Dalton's atomic theory regarding the atom as an ultimate particle of matter. Yes, it is also correct. So just basic points. So B, C, E is the correct option. B, C and E is the correct option. Next we will move on to next question. So a compound is formed by the two elements A and B. The element B is formed from the cubic closed packing structure. A, B. So B forms the cubic closed pack structure. So number of atoms are 4. Then atoms of A occupy 1/3. So first you can write 1/3. 1/3 tetrahedral whites. 1/3 tetrahedral whites. 1/3 tetrahedral whites. So formula it is there. If n is the number of atoms, number of octahedral whites is equal to n, number of tetrahedral whites is equal to 2n. So number of atoms are 4, so the tetrahedral whites are 8. So I will write tetrahedral whites are 8, not 8. So it is 1/3 of 8. So I will write small ch. A8, B12 means 3 into 4 12. So then you can simplify. 4 2s are 3s. 2 and B3. So A2 B3 to form means 4 2s 4 3s. 4 2s 4 3s. So then the question is asking x plus y value. So x plus y, 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 means 5. So 5 is the answer. Next question. A unit formed by the attachment of base to first position of sugar is known as nucleoside. Yes, it is correct option. So why? Because so if you take 5-membered ring, sugar, and here in first position base, it is base. It is called a nucleoside. It is called a nucleoside. Here one phosphoric acid group. Phosphoric acid group is present means it is a nucleotide. Only base and the sugar means nucleoside, and fifth position phosphoric acid means it is the nucleotide. So a unit formed by the attachment of a base 1 to first position sugar. So first position in sugar base is there means it is called nucleoside. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 is correct. Coming to statement 2, when nucleoside is linked to phosphorus acid, remember it, phosphorus acid at fifth position. So at fifth position phosphoric acid means correct. Fifth position phosphoric acid means it is the nucleotide, but is given the phosphorus acid, so it is wrong. Phosphoric acid means it is correct. So statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false. So which amongst the following molecule on polymerization products of neoprene? So neoprene is formed, so the monomer of chloropene. So here what is the chloropene? So this is the chloropene, direct answer. Very easy, direct question. Chloropene is the direct. So these chloropene molecules are monomers are polymerized to form the neoprene. Next question. So taking the stability as the factor, which of the following represent the correct relationship? So this is one correct. Due to inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect, third option is the correct one. Third option, due to inert pair effect. Next, we move on to next question. Some tranquilizers are listed below. Which one from the following belongs to the barbiturates? So Vernol is the barbiturates. Direct question. Direct question. Next, we move on to next question. Yes. So you can check ma. Hydrogen is used to reduce the heavy metals, heavy metal oxides to metals. So correct. Option is correct. This option is correct. And heavy water is used to study the reaction mechanism. Yes, it is also correct. In organic chemistry we are using that one. So hydrogen is used to make saturated fats from the oils. Yes, correct. Like daldas we are preparing that one. And the hydrogen bond dissociation enthalpy is lowest as compared to single bond formed between any element. It is wrong. So it is oneness linkage. It is not that much low. It is not that much low. So this option is incorrect. And hydrogen reduces the oxides of metals that are more active than iron. It is also wrong. It is also incorrect. So the D and E only correct option. D and E only correct option. It is also direct question. Next one. So intermolecular forces. In question itself it is there. Intermolecular forces. Here dipole forces between the molecules, and dipole induced dipole force between the molecules, and hydrogen bonding is molecules. Covalent bonding, it is between the atoms, not molecules. It is between the atoms. So it is incorrect. And next one, dispersion force also correct. So A, B, C, E is the correct. D is wrong. So covalent bond is between the atoms. The force of attraction between the atoms. That is not a molecular force. So option is second one. Next we move to next question. So among the given option, which of the following molecule or ion act as a Lewis acid? BF3. Why? Because so remaining all you can take not having vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbital. Only BF3 having vacant d orbitals. Vacant d orbitals. So it acts as a Lewis acid. So BF3 is the correct answer. Next question. So the right option for the mass of CO2 produced by heating 20 gram of 20% pure limestone is. Remember it. First equation. 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate weight is 100 grams. 100 grams. 100 gram calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of CO2. So CO2 weight is 12 plus 32, 44 grams. It is 44 grams. So 1 mole calcium carbonate gives 1 mole carbon dioxide. So in the question, 20 gram of 20%, 20 gram of 20% limestone means calcium carbonate. So 20 gram of 20% means, so like that you have to calculate. So 20 by 100 into 20. 20 by 100 into 20. 4 grams. So it is not giving directly, it is giving indirectly. It is the 4 grams. Normally CO2 produced by the 4 gram of limestone, like that they are giving question. But is giving 20 gram of 20%. So 20 gram of 20% means like this how to calculate the weight. So 4 grams. So then 100 gram of calcium carbonate gives 44 grams. Now 4 gram of calcium carbonate gives how much? So then like stoichiometric calculation, this is 44 into 4 by 100. Crisscross 44 into 4 by 100. It will come 1.76 grams. 1.76. First you can take from main equation. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate is 100 grams. So it is 44 grams. Then from this it is the 4 grams. Like this I have to calculate this one. So in crisscross method you can use this. Right. So next question. So the relation between the Nm is the number of permissible values of magnetic quantum number. Normally we are taking the small m in place of Nm also. So small m, number of possible m values is equal to 2l plus 1, we know the formula. 2l plus 1. So you can take this one, m minus 1 by 2 is equal to L. So this one you can take this here. So this is, so L is equal to m minus 1 by 2. So number of permissible L values. Number of permissible M values. It is also direct question. So the stability of Cu plus 2 is more stable than the Cu plus salts in the aqueous solution. Very good. Because of the hydration energy. More hydration energy released in Cu plus 2 ion. Hydration energy is more than the Cu plus 2. So that is a direct question, hydration energy. So next we move on to next question. Which of the following statement is correct? So this is also direct question from the NCERT textbook. So fourth option you can check means from the S Black elements. It is in S Black elements biological importance question is there. So in the book 200 milligrams to 300 milligrams is given. So it is little bit converted into grams. 0.2 to 0.3 grams. Both are same. So it is direct NCERT question. Direct NCERT. So the daily requirement of magnesium and calcium in the human body estimated by the 0.2 to 0.3 grams means 200 milligrams to 300 milligrams. It is from the direct NCERT textbook question. Next. So which of the following reactions will not give the primary amines by the product? Simple. So here CH3Cn in presence of lithium aluminum hydride. So CH3. So here it will convert into CH2 NH2. CH2 NH2. It is primary amine. So asking which of the following reaction will not give the primary amines? Primary amines. Second one you can check isocyanate CH3 NHCH3 means here it will be bond NHCH3. So it is the secondary one. It is the secondary amine. So option 2 is the correct. Option 2 is the correct. This amides also same. Amides also will give the CH2 primary amines. Only isocyanate will give the secondary amine. Next question. So the given compound is just introduction, normal question. So a halogen is attached to the carbon. The carbon directly bonded with double bonded carbon means it is called vinylic carbon. Here double bond is there means it is vinylic carbon. The double bond next to the carbon is called allylic carbon. It is allylic carbon. Next to the benzylic group means benzylic carbon. So it is the allylic halide because double bonded is next to the carbon. Double bonded is next to the carbon. So it is the allylic halide. This one you can see. So complete the following reaction. Complete the following reaction. So this CO group, it react with HCl, it will form the alcohol functional group and cyanide. It is called cyanohydrin. Simple. So normally if Cl is not there means, so if it react with the concentrated H2SO4, elimination reaction means here double bond will form. If it is only OH, here double bond will form. Here only cyanide, it will form the COH. So both at a time, dehydration and this, both will happen. So it will form like this product, which this is. So first OH will go means elimination, like a double bond will form, then COOH will form here. Both will happen in presence of concentrated H2SO4. Next. Homoleptic complex from the following complex. Homoleptic means what? So ligands, same type of ligands are surrounded. By the central metal atom. See, potassium trioxolate aluminate. So for aluminium, it will oxalate C2O4. So only one type of ligand is surrounded by the central metal atom. So it is called homoleptic complex. So if you take upside, so chloride is there, nitrito is there. So two ligands it is there. It is heteroleptic complex. Next here, carbon, cobalt, chloride it is there. Cobalt, chloride, potassium, amino, carbon. So here also many it is there. Then triamine, trichromium, chloride. It is also. So the one only the option is fourth one. So homoleptic complex means central metal atom is surrounded by the same kind of ligand, only same type, one type of ligand. So it is only one type of ligand is there. So answer is the fourth one. So next one. So weight of 2 moles of organic compound which is obtained by the heating of sodium ethanoate. So CH3COON. So it is sodium ethanoate. So in presence of sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide means it will give CH4. It will give the CH4. Then what is given? Weight of 2 moles of organic compound. So 2 moles of organic compound. So 2 moles means if 1 mole 16, 2 moles means 2 into 16, 32. Direct question. 2 into 16, 32 grams. So the weight of organic compound formed is, for 1 mole of ethanoate, it will form the 1 mole. For 2 moles means 2 moles. For 1 mole weight 16, 2 mole weight 32. So this one you can check. So consider the following. It is ether. So here normally easiest way means here following like this. So then one side H, one side I. Simply you can check it. OH, where is? Yes, it is option 2. But if you want the mechanism, you are following. This is the mechanism for this reaction. So first it will combine with hydrogen, OH, the positive ion is formed. Then it is along with the hydrogen it is going, it will form this alcohol. Then iodine will attack on this one. Then it will form the iodine. So normally means simple. If you break a molecule here, one side hydrogen, one side iodine. If you take means it is the alcohol and iodides will form. Okay, ma. Next we will move to next question. So this one. So which among the following will be the most readily dehydrated? All are dehydrated only under the acidic conditions, but which among the following will most readily? So who will having more stability, then will. So here if you observe means this one, so it will form the conjugation structure it will form. It will form the conjugation structure. So that's why it is the correct option. It will form the conjugation. So double bond will come, so it will form the conjugation. So it is the most ready conditions. Next question. So this one. So the equilibrium concentration of the species in the reaction A plus B gives C plus Dr. So molar concentration is given, you can write for all you can write ma A is molar concentration of 2, B molar it is A, it is B, it is C and it is D. A, B, C, D molar concentration is given. They are asking the delta G naught. So formula for delta G naught you can write. So delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log concentration of the molar concentration of the products by molar concentration of the reactants. So you can substitute direct values. So 2.303 R value you can substitute the, where is that 2 kilocalorie per mole you can take. Temperature you can take the 300 Kelvin on log C value. So it is ABC. C value is 10 into 6, then by A value 2 into 3. Then if you substitute the values means it will come the answer. So 1381 is the answer. So first you can take the molar concentrations. If you take the molar concentrations of A, it is the A, it is the B, it is the C, it is the D. Molar concentrations. Then you can write the delta G naught formula. So delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log concentration of products by concentration of the reactants. Concentration of the reactants. So these things you can do. It is a capital C, capital D. So now R value how much ma? R value directly is given 2 kilocalories. So it is the R. And temperature you can take 300 and log. And the concentrations means log 10 6 by 2 into 3. Then you can take minus 2.303. Then you can substitute this value. So the answer will come the this. This is the answer for that one. Next. So this one you can check ma. So the nutrient deficient water bodies will lead to eutrophication. This thing will happen eutrophication. It is not for deficient. It is for sufficient. It is more. It is there means it will. So statement 1 is wrong. And statement 2. Eutrophication leads to decrease in the level of oxygen in the water bodies. This is correct. So statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. So option 3. It is direct question. It is the direct question. Next. This is also direct formula. Which among the following options is correct? Relation between the change in enthalpy and change in internal energy. It is direct problem. It is the direct formula. Delta H is equal to delta U plus delta NNG RT. Direct formula ma. Nothing to explain here. Next. So match the list is given. So peroxodisulfuric acid. Peroxodisulfuric acid. So it is the structure of peroxodisulfuric acid. So now you can count here how many S double bond O groups, how many SOH groups, how many SOS groups you can count it. First S double bond O groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. S double bond O groups are 4. 4 S double bond O groups here it is there. And 4 S double bond O groups here it is there. Okay. And next SOH groups. 2 SOH groups. Here 2 SOH groups. Here 2 SOH groups. Okay. Both are that. Next SOS. Here 1 SOOS group. So here SOOS linkage it is there. So for option A it is the third one. It is 3. 1 SO is given, it is wrong. So this one 2 SOH groups. So if it's at the structure it is very easy. 2 SO groups and 2 SOH groups. So 4 is the correct. 4 is the correct. Next pyrosulfuric acid. So in pyrosulfuric acid OH. So how many SO groups is there? S double bond O groups are 4. S double bond O groups are 4. Okay. And next SOS group. 1 SOS group. 1 SOS group. Yes, it is the correct. So option 1 is the correct. So if you know the structures, direct question only ma. If you know the structures means it is very easy. So this question you can see. So identify the major product in the following. Identify the major product in the following. So in this water. So this is Tollens reagent. It is the mild oxidizing agent. It is the mild oxidizing agent. Mild oxidizing agent. First this one mild oxidizing agent, so it reacts only aldehydes, not ketones. So this group it won't react, so it will be the same only. Then aldehyde group ma. So first this one convert into COOH group. First convert into COOH group. Then it convert into one more O it will come, COOH group. Then it's react with this OH and OH and this O. OH and this O it will go, then it will form the COO minus. COO minus. This is the correct option. So I will write once again, you can check ma. So first it is the aldehyde functional group. So this aldehyde functional group in presence of Tollens reagent, it is the mild oxidizing agent. So it will convert into OH. OH convert into OH, but in presence of it is basic medium, it is OH minus. So this H and this OH it will go as a water, then it will form as a COO minus. So that COO minus will form. So here ketones it won't change. So it is the mild oxidizing agent. It is the mild oxidizing agent. So this is the option 2 is the correct one. Okay, next we move on next question. So direct question ma, previous one is the example of a solid solution, it is a solid, so nothing to explain here. Next one, so the reaction that does not take place in the blast furnace, so it is also direct question. So this last one is between the 500 to 800 Kelvin temperature, 500 to 800 Kelvin temperature. So remaining all these three equations 900 to 1500 Kelvin temperature, direct question. This one ma, all the transition elements except scandium form metal oxides with their ionic. Yes, it is correct only. And next, the highest oxidation state number corresponding to the group number in the transition metal oxides is, yes, it is also correct. And this one come V2 V3 and V2O4, sorry, V2O3 V2O4 and V2O5 are in basic character. No, if you go into this side, it is acidic character increases, not basic character, acidic character increases. So C is incorrect. And V2O4 dissolves to form V O3 minus dissolves. No, it is also incorrect. So V2O5 also will give the V43 minus V2O5 it will give. So C and D is the correct, not correct options, not correct, incorrect options there. Next one ma. So consider the following species. So aromatic compounds they are asking. Consider the following compounds, the number of compound species which obey the Huckel's rule. So aromatic compounds which obey the Huckel's rule they are asking. So which one will follow the Huckel rule? Check it. So one will follow the Huckel rule, and next you can check ma. So fourth one will follow the Huckel rule, and the seventh one will follow the Huckel rule, and then one more, this one will follow the Huckel rule. So options are 4. So these 4 will form the Huckel rule. Direct question. Next. So what fraction of the one edge center octahedral void lies in the one unit cell of FCC? So edge center means, for example, if you take one solid like this, one unit cell, so it is the edge. So this edge is shared by 4 unit cells. This edge is shared by 4 unit cells. So like this one, and upside you can keep one more unit cell, and this side one more unit cell. So this edge is shared by 4 unit cells. So the contribution is 1 by 4. So you can write 1 by 4 is the answer. So contribution. So edge is contribution, edge center contribution is only 1 by 4 part to the unit cell. Remaining 3 by 4 is the remaining 3 unit cells. So 1 by 4 is the correct option. So next one, which complex is most stable? So it is the most stable compound. It is the most stable compound. Why? Because so it will form the chelating ion. Chelating ion it will form. Means it will form the, it is bidentate ligand. So like this it will form the ring. Once it will form the ring like structure. Chelating ion. It is the more stable compound. More stable compound. Remaining all are monodentate ligands. This is only bidentate ligand. So it will form the chelating complex. So this question you can see, ma. So on balancing redox reactions, direct question, book question only this is. So Cr2O7, SO3. First you can convert into, you can change into oxidation of and reduction of. Oxidation of and reduction of, and then you can balance the first other than oxygen and hydrogen atoms you can balance first, then you can balance by oxygen atoms, then you can balance the hydrogen atoms, then you can balance the electrons, you can balance the electrons. So easy process. So it will come 138 is the answer. So first you convert into oxidation of and you can split into oxidation of and reduction of. So you can balance the oxygen atoms, then hydrogen atoms, then electrons. So answer is 138 will form. Next question. So I think it is the last question for this video. So aldehyde in presence of lithium aluminum hydride. So it will form the A. See, aldehyde in presence of lithium aluminum hydride in H3O. What is the product? So aldehydes convert into alcohols. Aldehyde convert into alcohols. So CH3 will convert into CH3 CH2OH. Here it will form the CH3 CH2OH. Alcohol in presence of H2SO4, we discussed alcohol in presence of H2SO4 it will form the alkene. So CH2 double bond CH2, elimination CH2 double bond CH2, and then this alkene in presence of HBr, in presence of HBr it will form the this compound CH3 CH2Br, CH3Br, alkyl bromide. So this alkyl bromide and aryl bromide in presence of sodium triether, it is the Wurtz fitting reaction. It is the Wurtz fitting reaction. Wurtz fitting reaction. So CH3 CH2 will attack in this place. So it will form, fourth one is the option. See, first aldehydes to alcohol, alcohols to alkene, alkene to alkyl halide, it will convert Wurtz fitting reaction. So many reaction combination this question is given. So option 4 is the answer.